There we go. Too much jibber jabber going on. Not enough showing going on. Alright, we're live. Grrrrr. Greetings, humans. Greetings, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode of Bear here, 29-year veteran of the woods. That's actually where bears live. Yes, indeed. Great to have everyone here. I tell you what, people, there is a number of roadblocks in front of Beer here for trying to do this show. First, among many of them, not much content here. People have not been doing their campaign updates. They've got the news stories out there. It's fine. But, nothing that's really super important for Beer. Oh, we've got to have... Oh, hold on. Let me fix the mic here. Hold on. There we go. Let's see. Test. There we go. It would help actually if Bear tested it out before he went live here. Yes, indeed. And in addition to that, man, one of the things that Bear's been trying to do here, kind of lately here, got a huge hard drive just filled with stuff out there. I need to clean that off. Need to figure out this OBS stuff. OBS is just completely swamped here. Let's see, can I show my screen for OBS? Let me see. 1 second here, people. Let's see if we can, let's see, how do you do this? Window capture. Yes, okay. Can we do the OBS? Let's see if this will work. Does it do the thing with the oh, it does that crazy. Gosh darn it. Anyways, a bunch of stuff. There we go. A bunch of stuff on what am I talking about here? OBS, a bunch of stuff on there. Bear needs to clean up. Bear is streaming at the same time as Ethan. Well, got some competition here. Don't worry. We won't. Going through the list of stuff that is blockading Bear here, including the OBS, trying to get through all that stuff. Bear actually had intended to do this during the holidays, but you know what? People needed Bear around during the holidays there. Keep them company out there, so we kind of went past the holidays, and a couple weeks later, finally was going to say, okay, let's go ahead. I needed a break for about a week or so, and then, Tim Apple just kind of shows up out of the blue. Nobody's paying attention. All of a sudden, hey, there's a new laptop out. So Bear is going to be getting, oh joy, a new laptop. So he needs to take care of the computer, needs to take care of a bunch of stuff on there. So I didn't want to take a 2-week vacation without telling anybody. And finally, after all of that, Bear's feeling a little under the weather here. I don't know if you can tell by Bear's voice here, but a little bit under the winter weather out here. So a number of things. I kind of keep it a short stream here for Jiminy, so he can jump back over. A bunch of traitors out there. Jump back over to Ethan's channel. So, but one of the things that Bear wanted to talk about had an epiphany. Had a epiphany in the shower. Oh, good to see. Amy's here. Great to have Amy. I'm sure Melissa not far behind there. Let's see. Eating waffle cone of mint chocolate chip and watching Bear. Jiminy Cricket's doing good. Doing good out there. Well, let me take a sip of the old tea here. Ooh, that's warm. Helps a Bear's throat out here. Yes, indeed. Alright, so a Bear actually had an epiphany the other day. One of the things, in addition to all that stuff, need to get back into doing reviews. One of the things that Bear wanted to do was let me find it here. Where is this at? There we go. Wanted to do a review. Let me get you good people in here as well. I've been trying to do a review of Wraith of God. And I tell you, people, sometimes when you decide, okay, we're going to do a review on this book, but maybe not on this book or something like that, kind of has to tickle Bear's fancy out there. Okay, what is the kind of unique angle and sort of stuff like that out there? Bear came up with it, was doing really well with Wraith of God. Something was nagging right at the back of Bear's brain out there, trying to figure out, what is there? There's something that's just, not right out there. Not that Aaron did anything bad or anything like that, but Just something that was tweaking Bear, trying to figure out what it was. Couldn't, when you're trying to, I don't know, maybe describe a taste out there or something like that. You just can't quite, you know, describe it. Bear has that all the time whenever he does a show out here. So I've had something there with Wraith of God. I just couldn't figure out what it was. Great to see Jeff out here. Good to see you. Not a long show out here, so I appreciate everybody stopping by here. But anyways, Wraith of God. What the heck? What the heck is up with Wraith of God? Why is it just I want to say annoying. It's something just kind of gnawing at Bear. I was trying to figure it out. Uh, um, don't want to spoil. I'm not going to spoil anything here in Wraith of God. So if anybody out there hasn't read Wraith of God, just hit N in the chat. I'll try to keep it spoiler free out there. But I want to talk about a couple of things here with Wraith of God. Essentially, let's see. Let me find it here. Wraith of God. Kind of a interesting superhero out there. You have the most, like the normal superheroes out there, they would have your radioactive spider that bit them, or they're an alien from another planet, or, a robot of some kind. A number of different ways of doing an origin story for your character out there. Wraith was very good. Spit it out. I'm trying to. I'm getting there, Jimmy. We've already read it. Okay, well then. Basically, the Wraith, kind of his origin story was that he was a very interesting, kind of a master of disguise. He was in I don't know, was it the circus? I think it might have been the circus or a traveling group of actors or something like that out there. Is a master of disguise out there. That was kind of interesting, but what happened was very, very minor spoilers out there. Got tricked into stealing some money, and then things went horribly wrong for him. Got double crossed out there. Got caught in a fire, burned him quite badly out there. So he had to run away, run up to the local church, I suppose. What do you call the places where all the monks are at? I forget. Anyways, a church out there. The people in the church, they kind of keep him safe. Make sure that none of the people can get to him or anything like that. And then during this whole affair, he actually has an epiphany from God out there. No, he was not bitten by a radioactive lantern. No. He essentially gets his superpowers from the Lord Almighty out there. That would be the God in Wraith of God out there. So he is kind of a hand of God here on Earth, making things right. Monastery. Thank you, Jimmy. It was a monastery out there. Once again, Bear trying to figure out the words for something and having a hard time doing it. Good tea. He's out here. So he gets his powers from God out there. I thought that was a really interesting concept. At the time, I kind of commented that says that, hopefully it reaches a wide audience. It's very good with them. But, it might be, some of the, what would you call that? A-religious, non-religious people out there. I don't know if they would have an issue with it or anything like that, but something different. It might ruffle some feathers out there. I thought Aaron did a great job, but I was trying to figure out what is nagging at Bear here. So we're trying to figure it out. Bear was, oops, that's not the right one. Where are we? There we go. So one of the things that the Wraith of God does out there is he kind of combines two different genres out there. So kind of you have your sorts of Wraith story out there, and then of course you have your antagonist out there. Basically, universal monsters out there, classic horror monsters out there. So you got your zombies. In the first book, he was fighting werewolves. Let's see. In this next one, he was doing. Here we go. Oh, why didn't it fit? It didn't fit, for crying out loud. One of these days. Anyways, vampires, lady vampires? Vampires in this one. Let's see. Not really sure what the heck is going on with that gray fella out there. But anyways, a number of different classic horror villains out there. And that's what Bear maybe Bear's late to the party here. That's when Bear had the epiphany out there. He has the wrong antagonist in his book. If you're gonna go with a story named Wraith of God out there, your main character gets his powers, superpowers, powers out there from God out there. He should be fighting, like demonic beings, demons, the devil, that sort of stuff. Maybe even some occult stuff, maybe or something along there. I think that's why Bear was having a little bit of an issue with Wraith of God. I think he's got the wrong villains in there. Again, a very good book. I think it's probably one of the best books of the year. But yeah, Bear kind of came across that. He's like, that's why they have the wrong. He's dealing with the wrong villains out there. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if there's that many werewolves in the Bible. Pretty sure there's not that very many vampires out there. Maybe, I don't know. I don't recall that. I don't recall vampires in the Bible out there. Yeah, you may have some zombies out there, but that's a whole other story in itself there. So yeah, again, I think that he might have picked some of the wrong villains out here to do battle with. So anyways, that was kind of Bear's thought here on Wraith of God. Trying to figure out, okay, why does it work, but it's just slightly off just a little bit there. So that's the point. Werewolves, vampires, and monsters are the occult. Well, all these monsters are manifestations of evil on Earth. Okay. Again, it just doesn't seem like it might fit. If you're going into a book that says Wraith of God, you'd figure that they're battling demons rather than, werewolves, that sort of. Yeah, they did have, what was that? The amulet that he had that turned people into werewolves and all that sort of stuff. That was good. I really thought that was a good part of the story and everything, but again, I just don't think that it fit in with the theme, with the story out there. Bear is a picky reader. Well, maybe, but again, it was something that it was at the back of Bear's mind. He couldn't figure out what the problem was until he got out of the shower the other day. He's like, aha, that's what it is. I knew it all along. Nobody agrees with Bear, but that's all right. That's why Bear is picky. Just for you good people out there, making critiques that maybe some of the others might not out there. Might not. Although that is a good point, Jimmy. That's a good point. I believe that's a good point. But yeah, you just don't see too many werewolves in the Bible. I don't think. I don't think out there. Yes, indeed. All right. Well, that's it. I'm glad nobody agrees with Bear here, but there you go. That was Bear's one and only thought that he had for the entire show here. So thank you all for the support out there that you've given Bear. Yes, indeed. Slower revelation out there. Yes, indeed. Melissa has made it. Great to see Melissa. Unfortunately, maybe you can tell in vocal cords of Bear here, a little bit under the weather here. Trying to battle off some sort of cold, like a head cold or something like that. So I'm probably going to call it a very short stream here for you good folks. I wish that we had some more content for you good people, but there we go. I was hoping to stir up a discussion. And they says, no, Bear, you're crazy. Oh, okay. All right. We'll take that. We'll take that indeed. There we go. Amy says, oh no, did I miss your one and only thought when I went to get some water? Don't worry about it. Barry is completely wrong, apparently. Completely wrong. This is a good point. Aren't vampires and werewolves repelled by crosses? Silver and holy water. Well, vampires are. Let's see, are werewolves repelled by crosses? I don't think so. I mean, beer. It might have been in the story. They might have had that in the story. I think they had that in the story. I don't know if that's. I don't know if that is like canon for werewolf stories out there, but I know for Dracula's out there, definitely, definitely indeed here. Oh, by the way, we actually did this. You can go back a couple videos back there. We actually did this where we put it head to head with the Dracula book out there from Clint Stoker. So well, plenty of Dracula stuff in that book, and it made sense. And it made sense. But yeah, anyways, I kind of bugged Bear. I guess it didn't bug. I guess it didn't bug anybody else out there. So there we are. There we are. Bear can have his mistakes broadcast to the world out here for everybody to see. Everybody to see out there. Short stream. Yeah, unfortunately, the vocal cords are running a little rough out here for Bear, unfortunately. And it's not going to be. We're not going to be here for probably at least a week, probably 2 weeks. Again, getting in a new computer. Gotta completely erase this thing. Completely set it up. I wanted to do figuring out StreamYards and also probably going to another place out there for. I don't know. Not too thrilled with Rumble. I'm not too thrilled with what was the other one? Odyssey. One of the reasons Bear getting a new laptop here, so we can do some great stuff. Pardon me here. Well, with HDR. So none of the other places do HDR. So, we'll see. But we're gonna do plenty. We're gonna be doing some reviews here. Finally getting back to some reviews. Definitely doing a Wraith of God here for sure. And we still have. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention. Finally got from one. This would be one Mike S. Miller out here from Blackest Universe. Some reason he's in Middleton, New Jersey for some reason. I think that was from the fulfillment center out here. So I got a box open from Mike. I believe it is speaking of monsters, I think it is from Monster Hunt here. So looking forward. I was gonna do that today. It just didn't feel up to it here. So plus it's raining. It's been raining and cold and all that sort of stuff outside. Be doing it outside. So got that in. It looks like something's coming in from Gary Shipman. I don't know if Titan 3 is out already, but I'm looking forward to doing a box open there. Maybe a review here of Monster Hunt. I always loving the Weldon art here, so I try that out here. I got a couple of other ones as well. I don't know if anybody likes the sunset or the nature videos that Bears put up, but I want to do a couple of those. Get back into some of the video stuff there, so needed to take just a little bit of time out and take care of some of that. Jimmy now feels guilty for picking on Bear. Yes, indeed. That's almost taking the wrench away from Jimmy. Bear is magnanimous out here. Let's see. So you're not feeling well, Bear. Again, it's like it's just the scratchy throat and feeling like 70-80% here. 70 or 80%. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you indeed. Let's see. Hope your postman was better than mine. She folded my Gemini mailer in the comic in half. Oh my goodness. Gosh darn it. No, actually it came in a really, I almost thought it might be original art here. Because it's, I don't have a measurement here, but it's pretty big. It's bigger than the Gemini mailer. So, we will find out together when we open it up here. So, no, the postman brought it up, so it didn't work. Sometimes actually, Bear actually had some Matthew Weldon art that was folded. Luckily, it was not on the regular pages that they normally do. It was kind of on a what would you call that? Like notebook paper or something like that. So it was fine. But ever since then, whenever Beer got something from Weldon, it was always do not bend, do not bend, do not bend, do not bend, do not bend. Beer was like, if you bend it one more time, he's gonna bend the postman. Let's see. Monster Hunt 2 is a beautiful book. Beautiful book. I wanted to get some art off of the campaign, and Mike went to go get. I was like, okay, let me wait a little bit, kind of save up some of the salmon money here for some welding art here, and of course, what does Mike do? Just unceremoniously closes the campaign without telling anybody. It's like, oh, thanks, Mike. Really, I've got a page for Mike from Monster Hunt 1. I was like, okay, let's do Monster Hunt 2 with some welded art. And nope. So we'll see. I think he's doing a different fulfillment service, so that's why it's coming from New Jersey. He gets this thing, hey, something's coming from New Jersey. I'm like, what? Who do I? Uncle E's putting stuff out already? I thought we were still waiting on Cyberpunk. I thought so. Let's see, Eric is doing a new Zombieful World of Oz book soon. I think if you like those kinds of stories like vampires and stuff. Okay. Eric, trying to remember which Eric this is. Too many Erics in the CG world out there. Let's see, Eric's new book is supposed to be coming in the mail soon, says Jimmy. Well, there you go. There you go. Oh, thank you, Amy. I do appreciate that. Let's see, ices are the best thing for a scratchy throat. And soup! Soup indeed. Bear's going to be making some soup tomorrow. That's for sure. Some good old homemade tomato soup. Eric Hawkins, thank you. I was thinking Eric Nanotowski. I was like, okay. Didn't know he had a zombie book. Here we go. Timmy McTimerson will not share anything. Not at all out here. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you very much. No, again, just kind of a combination of things. I mean, number one, not having a whole lot of, not any campaign updates. I was going to do the box open, but I was going to have to do that outside. And it's raining out there, so we can't do that, so we'll do it another time. We'll make it in beautiful HDR. I want to put the new laptop through its paces here, so kind of came out of the blue. Tim Appley just says, hey, YOLO, put out a new laptop. Everybody's waiting for it back in October, and never heard anything. And all of a sudden, poof. I blame China and Foxconn out there. China and Foxconn. Yes, indeed. I also want to be able to do another, if anybody has a good suggestion, do another watch-along. We had some good responses from the Rambo watch-along, so I was trying to think about maybe doing another watch-along for good people out there. I want to make a good film out there, not watch, Suicide Squad or something stupid that Bear just doesn't want to, has no interest in watching whatsoever, so hopefully nobody says The Batman. Bear would just be groaning for like 5 hours or however long that movie is. Tomato soup is good. I will have to leave a recipe here in the description. Make the own out there. Pretty good stuff. And not that expensive either. Top Gun Maverick watch along. I have not seen Top Gun Maverick. That'd be interesting. Back to the Future. That's a good one. Bear was kind of thinking more older films, mainly because some people might not be able to either get or afford some of the newer films out there, or they're on like a different streaming platform or whatever the heck, So I think Rambo was on HBO Max, so if you had HBO Max out there, you can check it out. But Back to the Future is pretty good. I was just thinking about doing Rambo 2 just for the hell of it. So we will see. We will see. So maybe during the break here, we can put up a poll and maybe see if people have a opinion on one or the other there. But there you go. Back to the Future. I like that. That's a good classic one that everybody, and trying to keep it more PG-13. I didn't want to do anything R-rated or anything like that. Kind of fun stuff. If you do something kind of violent or something like that, make it fun. Like I don't know, like RoboCop or something like that, where it's kind of cheesy fun. He was kind of making fun of the violent films Paul Verhoeven out there. So there you go. Let's see. Amy says, I wonder if YouTube has some. Discord lets you stream movies on YouTube in a group. Oh, okay. Yeah, YouTube does have. I was hoping Rambo was on YouTube. It's not. So yeah, we'll look at that. Let's see. Discord lets you stream movies on YouTube in a group. That's another thing Bear's got to figure out is the stinking Discord. Bear actually has a Discord. He hardly ever uses it. I think he set it up where it's like I've got to invite people to come into the Discord or something like that. So, yeah. Starship. I would love to do Starship Troopers. Unfortunately, a little bit of nudity in there, Jiminy. I would love to do it though. Would love to do it. Maybe we could, you know, beware of the scene coming up or something like that. So, we will see. We will see. Oh, let me get off of the Wraith of God stuff here. Why do I still have that there? Anyways, talking about Wraith of God, everybody disagrees with Bear. And that's fine. That's usually how it happens. Bear does have a Discord. I think it's the Comics Bear, if Bear's not mistaken out there. But again, I think it has to do with I've got to do something. Like it doesn't allow people to just kind of join the server. You gotta invite somebody or send somebody a link or something. I forget what it was. So there is nudity in Starship Troopers. The whole scene in the shower. There's a whole shower scene in there when they're in the training and all that sort of stuff. What was her name? Unfortunately, no Denise Richards nudity in there. But what was the other lady's name in there? I want to say Deborah or something or another out there. I forget. Anyways, yeah, a whole whole scene there. Let's watch Cocaine Bear. It's not even out yet. Not even out yet. You can watch it on your own and tell Bear how it is. Who is that? Elizabeth. Is it Elizabeth Shue that's doing that? We'll see. We'll see. It looks like a movie that's the premise basically takes up the entire trailer. What do you do after that? Okay, the bear's high on cocaine and killing people, and we learn a little bit more about each other and become friends along the way. Cocaine Bear in theaters soon. Yes, indeed. Jiminy hasn't watched it since the 1990s. Well, yeah, it has a whole. Yes, indeed, it has a whole shower scene in there. Whole shower scene. What was that? Gary Busey's son. What was his name? I want to say like Jesse Busey or something like that. Yeah, it was a whole co-ed shower scene in there. The funny thing about it was none of the actors were going to do the scene unless the director and I think one other person, maybe a sound guy or something like that, unless they were nude as well. So if you're ever watching that scene, you got to remember that the guy behind the camera is nude as well. So I just put that in your mind there. Dana Myers, thank you. I knew it started with a D. Lovely lady out there. I don't think there's any nudity in the bear. I mean, they didn't shave the bears. Also, there's no showers in the woods, so no shower scenes. There we go. We are naturally nude. We just have fur to cover everything up. Yes, indeed. Maybe a majestic waterfall? There's probably one of those. She's hot, I'm assuming Dana Myers. She's still the best Batgirl to be on film. She was Batgirl? When was this? Was this back in like the George Clooney? No, wait, that was Alyssa Silverstone. When was Dana Myers and in Batman or Batgirl. Bear will take your word for it, Jimmy. Bear will take your word for it. Has more Dana Meyer's knowledge than Bear here, but couldn't remember that she was nude in the shower scene in Starship Troopers out there. She was in a couple of other things, if I recall. Let's see. I don't remember what else. We're not going to do a Dana Meyer watch along, though. That is for fact out there. Yes, indeed. That is one of the reasons that Bear's trying to do the StreamYards. I got to get a whole brand new internet thing on there, internet browser, because Safari doesn't work with it, so I got to do that. And then also, I think it's Odyssey. I think Odyssey you have to have I think it's the Brave browser. So anyways, we got to figure that out. So was trying to figure out, okay, let's figure out the StreamYard situation, get that taken care of, then hopefully maybe bring people in so they can kind of chat with Bear, because much like today when Bear's running low on voice here, that'd be helpful, very, very helpful. Let's see. She played Barbara Gordon, Batgirl Oracle, in the TV series Birds of Prey. I've never seen that. I'm really going to have to watch Starship Troopers now. Yes, yes indeed. Made quite an impression on young Bear out there. Yes indeed. Country Bears. Country Bears? Christopher Walken? Okay. I don't know where we're going with this, but there we are. There we are. The Country Bears. There's a Country Bears movie? I gotta look this up. Hold on. Bear with Bear here. Let's look this up. Country Bears. Country Bears. With Christopher Walken? Really? Let's see. Hold on. Oh, I was just reading something about the Nice Guys out there. I don't know if anybody's seen that one. Shane Black. It's who is this? Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling. Very interesting. Kind of a funny movie. Funny movie out there. All right, let's see. Country Bears. Well, I'll be the Country Bears. There we are. Let's read. Let's read that. Oh my God, that looks. I'm not sure. I'm not sure enough. Christopher Walken, sure enough, and Haley Joel Osment. Really? Wow. Walt Disney. I don't know if Bear can give money to Disney here. The Country Bears is a 2002 American musical road comedy directed by Peter Hastings. Based on the Disney theme park attraction Country Bear Jamboree. The film stars Christopher Walken, Daryl Mitchell, Diedrich Bader, Alex Rollo, and Haley Joel Osment as the voice of Barry Barrington. With the voice talents of Candy Ford, James Gammon, Brad Garrett, Toby Huss, Kevin Michael Richardson, and Stephen Root. There we go. It was Disney's second theatrical film based on attraction at one of its theme parks, following the television film Tower of Terror. We all remember that. And the theatrical released Mission to Mars. Was Mission to Mars a theme park ride? I don't recall that. Don't recall that. That would be interesting. God, that just... I'm looking at the poster here, and that is nightmare-inducing. That is nightmare-inducing right there. That is some... Don't know if I could watch that for an hour. Don't know why. Let's see. Brave. The Brave Browsers. Browser. Ugh. Oh my goodness. Come on, Bear. Brave had beers. Okay. Brave. Okay. Let's see. It does look special. That looks... I've never seen that before, so... That would be interesting. I'd have to find out if it's free on YouTube. I don't want to give Disney any of Bear's money. Have hardly any left because he got a laptop here. Man, oh man. Took all of Bear's salmon money out there. Dang you, Tim Apple. Dang you, Tim Apple. And I'm out of tea. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. Let's see, that one might be a bit much. Brave would be a much safer choice. I'm trying to remember which one Brave was. Hold on. Talk about the Brave browser. This must be a Brave movie out here. Let's see, hold on. Let's do the thing with the thing. No, not the Atlanta Braves. Okay, Brave. Okay, let's see. A computer-animated fantasy film from Pixar. There we go. Very cool. Let's see. Who's this starring? Kelly MacDonald, Emma Thompson, Billy Conroy, Julie Walters, Robbie Coltrane, Kevin McKidd, and Craig Ferguson. There we go. Brave is Pixar's first film with a female protagonist, and the first one animated with a new proprietary animation system called Presto. Originally titled The Bear and the Bow, the film was first announced in 2008 alongside Ups and Cars 2. Up, good movie. Cars 2, probably not so much. Okay, well, there we go. There we go. Anyways, we're getting some good ideas out there. Yes, I assume that she's Scottish because she's got some red hair out there. Big red-haired lady out there. Yes, indeed. All right, well, anyways, nobody agrees with Bear on his interpretation of Wraith of God out there. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. You know, Bear thought, oh, I have an epiphany. And then people are like, no, Bear. No, you don't. I'm like, oh, okay. Maybe not. Maybe not at all. Yes, indeed. All right, well, Bear is out of tea. He's running out of voice here. And just running out of energy here. I want to thank everybody out there that stopped by, though. We do appreciate each and every one of you. Like he said, probably at least a week. Try not to be away for too long here, but definitely need to take a break and get the new laptop up and running and all that fun stuff for you good people. Make a couple videos as well, so we're gonna be getting a little bit more back into doing the videos. But we'll still do the live shows, believe me. And whatever kind of watch along we can do as well. But a number of other things out there. Didn't catch my epiphany. Well, Bear said that basically Wraith of God had the wrong antagonist in there. They were more kind of classic horror monsters. Wraith of God kind of gets his superpowers from the Lord Almighty up there. So kind of felt that it needed more kind of demons or kind of demonic sort of situation there. Apparently the occult is part of that, I suppose. Anyways, I just thought it was kind of a mishmash of different genres there rather than kind of being a unified one there out there. So we shall... Well, we won't see. Bear apparently was wrong, so there we are. That's only... I wouldn't call it an epiphany if it's wrong out there, but there you go. There we go. Well, thank you, Amy. Bear does appreciate it. I want to thank Amy, and of course, Melissa out there. Maybe Jimmy, maybe. We'll see. And of course, Jeff, wherever Jeff went, great to have Jeff. And of course, all of our lurkers and Russian bots out here. We do appreciate each and every one of you. Bear needs to take a little bit of a winter retreat. I wish I was there in Hawaii right now. Unfortunately not. But we'll make it up in the meantime there. Anyways, thank you everybody. Hey, make sure you share. Make sure you share it out. If you get tired. Oh, by the way, let me do the thing with the thing. Where is it here? If you happen to miss any of our great shows out here, we are doing the... Where am I here? What am I doing? Come on, Bear, do your thing with the thing. Be sure to check out the archive. You can check that out. We put all the videos out there, so if you're on a Wednesday or Saturday out there and you're missing Bear, be sure to check that out. Make sure to check out some of the other videos on the channel as well. We got some good stuff out there. Hit that thumbs up, and of course, notifications, yada yada, bell, subscribe, other stuff. I don't know. Bear's delirious right now. Bear is yes, Kick Bear indeed. He's rambling on in his fever dreams out here. Yes, indeed. All right. Well, thank you everybody. Do appreciate it. We will see you here. Hopefully pretty soon. But yeah, keep an eye out. We'll be definitely dropping some videos here. Hopefully within the next. It might not be in the next week, but definitely in the next 2 weeks there. So once again, thank you everybody. Like and subscribe. Thank you everybody. You know what? All of this talk, has made Bear hungry. So he's gonna head back into the woods. So until next time, people, take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Grrrr. Grrrr.